Alright, guys. It is not typical that I actually make a video like this very often. I usually, when I came back to doing YouTube videos and stuff like that, I said that I would be doing, monthly videos and so on and so forth. And really, realistically, I enjoy doing, all that spooky music and stuff like that. So it's going to be very rare that I would just, come out and speak out just candidly like this. And every so often, when an issue is important enough that garners my attention and my own opinion about it, it's something that I don't want to do it as regularly as possible, because I know there's some people and there's a lot of people out there that are doing the good fight, and I'll just leave it up to them. So, over the past few days, or like a few days ago, as a posting of this video, there has been a recent development when it comes to transgender people. Okay. Now, before we go, and I know a lot of people are just gonna be like, "Oh no, it's another Yara supporter. Oh no, she went into the downpour." Guys, I just want to ask you this one question, okay? When have you people actually not paid attention to Yara's tweets and actually go and confront Yara herself? Like, just go into her streams and just pay attention to her. Like, having a direct conversation with Yara instead of being like a little high school girl going on behind their back like you typically do on Twitter. And you just do your little high school rants, right? I had the audacity, amongst other people, who have had the chance to, have a conversation with Yara. And you know what, to be honest, some of them vibe, and some others, like myself, click. Okay, so yes, I am going to be considered an ally to Yara VT. That is a fact. That is going to be a thing. And going forward, yes, the Dragon of Satan, which is, in biblical scriptures, the most destructive force in the entire biblical society, decided to align herself with a Foxu VTuber. So, with that being said, y'all guys can have fun in the comments section of this video, and so on and so forth, while I continue to do my own thing. Sure? Sure. By the way, Yara, sweetheart, keep up the good fight. Seriously, I'm rooting for you. And this is not me glazing. This is coming from somebody who has a level of humanity and compassion. Correct? Even though I am a representation of hell. Anywho, moving along, we've got a situation. So, the House of Representatives passed the Protect Children's Innocence Act, which would criminalize gender-affirming care for trans children. The bill moves to the Republican-controlled Senate. Now, this is also another thing that I actually ended up finding out. The individual in question that delivered the speech, which was reported by Aaron Rupert, and I did do a quote retweet on this guy. This guy is one of Peter Thiel's little minions. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the same Peter Thiel I actually lambasted in 2 videos ago. This is one of his minions. So, you can pretty much see the pattern going on over here. This guy is a total nutcase. Okay? I'm just gonna be out there. He's just lost his mind. Just like a certain vice president in office right now, who is about to have his wife divorce him. Ugh, too much? No, I could go further. But let's stay on topic for a little bit here. So, the thing that I get a lot about from these conservative people is the mere fact that a lot of them, and I've come to this conclusion a long time ago. I come to this conclusion, what was it, yesterday? When I was like viewing all these opinions, viewing Asmongold, and by the way, Asmongold lately has been getting a lot of heat. And I mean a lot of heat from all sides. From his chat, to gamers, to trans people, to people in politics and news. Bro's been getting cooked lately. And there's been supporters that are saying, Asmongold has been getting W's. According to what I'm seeing, it seems that Asmongold is going to start taking on some pretty massive L's in 2026. But anyways, so people like Asmongold only think about tangibility. They only think about what they can see, what they can touch, what they can hear, what they can feel. The seven senses, right? And it's people like Asmongold and others who have this same mentality that are incapable of seeing outside of their own perspective. And it's not something that can be learned. Okay, I have known about this. It's not something that can be learned. Can it be... Can that mentality be... I guess you could say mitigated? Sure. But this type of mentality is something that is given at birth. And as somebody who suffers from a mental disorder, say autism, I can profoundly confirm that maybe Asmongold is in the same position. But unlike him, I'm able to see outside the box. I'm able to view a lot of information. Guys, do you even know how much information I even consume? A lot. Even some information that contradicts my own points of view. Okay? I've gone on record for the longest time saying that I'm watching Republicans, I'm watching Democrats, I'm watching a whole host of different points of view, from the whole Epstein situation to the Israel situation to the transgender topics to AI situations. Guys, I'm using 2.5 petabytes of information that God gave me for my brain. Much like all of you, the human brain has the capacity of 2.5 petabytes. Some people use them, others don't. I choose to use mine because I don't want to get Alzheimer's when I turn 60. Anywho. So anyways, going on, so tangible thinkers are typically ones where, like, Pete Hegseth is. Now, Pete Hegseth has been gone on record in getting a lot of heat because he said he hasn't washed his hands in 10 years because he doesn't believe bacteria and germs exist because he can't see them. Guys, just because you can't see something doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I mean, we've had the bubonic plague It's existed. So let me tell about Pete Hegseth. So he doesn't believe that the bubonic plague exists, and possibly neither does Mr. RFK Jr., because this guy also believes that taking Tylenol gets rid of autism. Okay, so we have all these tangible thinkers that don't believe in something because they can't see it. Well, transgenderism is in the same boat. Okay, now, there's a thing called hermaphroditism. Hermaphroditism is a condition to where a human being is born with both sets of reproductive organs. So, and that's a very small percentage of people, right? So, what happens when the same thing happens but you can't see it? Well, the thing that you can't see is the brain. Now, I went a little bit ahead and I found this article from science.org in which it basically says, in its entirety, and I'm going to end up summarizing it for you, that the whole transgender issue thing, okay, transgender children, all that other stuff, because we're always talking about trans kids, right? They do exist. And this whole argument about trans kids existing can actually legitimately be ended by the human brain. But you want to know something that's even a little bit more concerning? Donald J. Trump ended up gutting funding for a lot of the scientific research community. Meaning, fundamentally speaking, trans children do exist. I'm sorry, I was about to say don't exist. Transgender children do exist. But because of our glorious leader, Donald J. Trump, the weirdo from Peter Thiel, Pete Hegseth, and RFK Jr. decided to gut everything, and everything should be cured by, oh, holy Jesus. Or maybe in a more extreme case, if anybody has been playing the game Where Winds Meet, you know the little thing, in that little medical thing that you guys do, like you sit in your like Indian sit and then you just like use your mind to cure the people? Yeah, that's pretty much what the Trump administration wants to do. But yes, this is going to undoubtedly be the end-all, be-all, in all arguments. Okay? And this is going to determine gender and the difference in gender and sexuality. It really is. And so all these anti-transgender laws can easily be destroyed because of this science. And just because you can't see something doesn't really mean that it doesn't exist. And I'm going to keep pushing that. I'm going to keep pushing that. Because, honestly, it seems kind of silly and childish that everybody can't relate and are unable to relate. But if this is the only way to get any kind of like, I don't know, agreement from anybody who doesn't like the idea of trans children or don't think trans children exist, well, here we go. But the other problem is not only just the funding, But the amount of people that are participating in these studies and the types of people that are in these studies are very, 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 very limited. Right? They're very, very limited. And these are very brand new studies. I mean, this article was just posted like what, a year and a half ago? Yeah, like literally about a year and a half ago. So all these anti-trans laws are going to continuously being aggravated. They're going to continuously get worse. They're going to continuously get passed until we get funding for this. We have enough proof. We have enough evidence to say trans kids exist. We do. Trans kids exist. We know that there's puberty blockers. None of us are promoting HRT to kids, okay? I found out that's just stupid. That is stupid. However, there are children with a condition known as hermaphroditism. So what happens to those kids? Honestly, this whole idea about reality and stuff like that is just nonsense. It's just nonsense. And it's going to be nonsense. And as much as people in the trans community are disheartened and are crying right now because of all of this, note that this could easily be destroyed. It is. It could easily be destroyed. And you know how it easily could be destroyed? Calling out for the Epstein list. Calling out for the Trump administration to be impeached. Okay. We have to get rid of these fools in the United States government before anything can heal. I am straight up dead ass serious about this. In order for any of this to get resolved, in order for any of this to get absolved, in order for trans children to even get the medical care that they need, the Trump administration needs to get the F out. And I'm here with you guys. I really am. I mean, I've already started blasting Mr. Antichrist, Tech Lord. Okay? You think I'm gonna end up stopping there? No. I even did a couple of days ago blasting Christian conservatives. So, what do you... Honestly, I'm having a little bit of fun doing that too. Ooh, spooky music, creepy fog, ominous voice. Are you threatening my life? No, I'm just threatening your soul. That's it. But anyways, guys, I mean, just go look at the article yourself. It's at science.org. Or you could just Google it. What is it called? Transgender X-ray of children. So yeah, that's the thing. So anyways, request que debate. I know this was a kind of a short video and not really specific, but just thought I'd put it out there. And Yara, I love you, babe. You're good. Buy my book. Request que debate once again, and I'll see you in Odyssey. Yeah, I'm gonna be posting next month on Odyssey because we know AI is bullshit. With YouTube. So, and I'm preparing for the inevitable stuff. And if you guys want to see me on Twitch, I'm on Twitch from Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. So, if you want to catch me there, maybe argue with me, maybe call me a psycho, maybe call me an antichrist, maybe call me, a PDF file, all this other stuff, go right ahead. I'm on Twitch. So, see ya.